Hi, I'm Trish Ely. I'm a broker with eXp Realty in the state of Florida, and I'm here with Diana Balance, who is the best short sale negotiator I have seen in the state. I want to mention a couple things. If you are in a position where you're behind in your mortgage and you're trying to figure out what you want to do, watch the video just before this. We have a series of 4. There are many options. If we can help you, that's great. If you choose one of the other options, it's perfectly fine with us. We really want you to do what's very best for you in your situation. And everybody's situation is different and different things work better for them. That's why we're presenting everything to you. On the first video, we went through the 4 basic options. The number 1 option is to do a loan modification. And the second is a deed in lieu, where you just hand over the keys. The third is a short sale. And the fourth is to just let the foreclosure go through, which is usually not the best thing for you to do. And a lot of people, I find, get so traumatized when they start getting all this mail that they begin, they just try to block it out of their mind. And that's like the worst thing they can do. They need to try to seek help. Diane, can we go through some detail here? First of all, let's go through a loan modification and who is most appropriate for a loan modification. When would it work? Isn't it true? The problem I've seen with most of my customers that could not do loan modification is because their credit scores were so low and they weren't letting them refi.
Absolutely. And it also contributes on how many months you have not paid your mortgage. Has it started the proceedings of lis pendens? I mean, are you now facing attorney fees? Are they accruing? There's a lot of different factors.
Explain it. When you say lis pendens, what's a lis pendens?
Well, I believe it depends on how many months you actually stopped paying your mortgage. Some lenders are quicker than others.
Okay.
I've had clients that the attorneys and the lenders did not file lis pendens for about a year. Some of them, they're quick. You've missed 3 payments. Well, guess what? We're hiring the plaintiff's attorney. We're going to get this ball rolling. And boom, within 6 months, you're already in lis pendens, filing an answer with the court, and then looking at a sale date.
If you are filed, if you want to do a loan modification, when do you need to do it? When you've been 1 month behind, 2 months behind, 3 months behind? How do you know when to do it and when not to do it?
Well, if I was going to go through a loan modification, I believe that the lender looks at people more that have not yet become deficient in their payments.
Okay.
You know that you're going to face a hardship. You know that you have X amount of dollars in the bank, something to show that your credit score has not been really hit that hard yet. You start looking at your loan modification options when you know that there's life changes.
And what exactly, when you do a loan modification with the bank, how is that exactly affecting? Spell out what loan modification means as far. Say I have a $250,000 loan,
right?
And I know my property is worth $250,000. What?
I was just about to say that a couple of years back when this all began, all the short sales and loan modifications, HARP came out and all of that. That's because a lot of people were under the house at that time. To get a loan modification was easy because you were actually paying a house that was $300,000 that is no worth. I mean, it bottomed, and now your house is only worth maybe $213,000.
Right. So
you're under the house. We've been belly up, and then you're sitting there and you're saying, well, guess what? I'll go buy an appraisal. I'll show the lender what my house is really worth. And boom, I want a loan modification based on the fact that my house is a lot less than what I purchased it for, So we're not in that position today.
So say we are in that position again, or some people are upside down. And that happens again, and that's always possible. I saw a drop in the market, significant drop, and since we're doing this We're in the end of October right now,
Absolutely.
2018, and with the rate hikes, I've seen drops in prices, significant drops in the last few months in this area. So say that happens again, and you know that you paid $300,000 and your house is worth $200,000. You're not behind in your payments, but you know you're not going to be able to pay in a month. Is that the perfect time to ask for?
Perfect time. Contact your lender, reach out to them and say, you know, I'd like to try to get a loan modification with my lender because I've been paying you for the X amount of years, and I'd like to continue this relationship, and basically send in an application and see what they can do. Most of them come out with a payment plan, you know, a trial payment plan.
To make up for what you were behind.
Yes. So, here's the sneak. Sometimes they strap it on to a 40-year mortgage and they throw that on the back end of your mortgage, and all of a sudden you're paying less payments, but you're extending your loan. So you really don't know where that's going to go. I'm sorry for
that. We've just been advised not to bang on the table, and we both are bangers, so we're trying to get out of that habit.
Well, the situation definitely makes you want to hit the table.
Yes.
So,
and that's one reason I love this lady. She is wonderful with people that are struggling, but with people that, with lenders, she knows more information than just about anybody I know in the state. She's awesome. So
thank you, Trish. And we try to fight for, you know, the rights that we have.
Yes.
And to try to make things work for us.
But if I'm 6 months behind in my mortgage, my credit score has gone from 800 down to 450. Is that a good time to do a loan modification?
Absolutely not.
They won't listen to you, will you?
No, it's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. That's the whole time I see people trying to do loan modifications. They're already way behind. Their credit score's in the pits. They haven't made payments. There's foreclosures,
and they lie.
notices. What?
They lie. A lot of it is just, you know, prolong and keep you sitting there and collecting documents after documents that you probably sent.
And they're not going to do anything.
You probably sent your package in with the same documents about 10 times.
And they never listened, and it's too late. They're wasting their time, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So good time to do summary real quickly. What I got from what you're saying, Diana, if you want to do a loan modification, do it before you're behind on your payment.
Absolutely.
And the only time they're going to listen to you is if you owe more than the house is worth.
Yes.
If there's equity in the house, they want you to sell it. They do not want you to. They're not going to help you in any way. So that's the only time loan modification works. But it is a good option for lots of people.
Absolutely.
If you're upfront and you go, my husband just lost his job. I know we can't make payments next month. Then it's a perfect thing for them to do.
And you know, if they see that and you haven't been that, you know, behind, 3 months behind, okay, maybe they'll help you, and it's worth a shot. Okay, it's worth a shot.
So loan modification, first option, will go off to the next option, which is deed in lieu.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Diana.
Thank you.
Trish Ely, eXp Realty in the state of Florida, broker associate. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.